Hello everyone, it's Foolish BJ here. I'm going to bring you another little deck tech. This was a standard deck until the rotation recently, so it's kind of like a modern deck, but it's not really a powerful modern deck, I would say, seeing as what's out there, but we got two cards that this deck is built around: Sphinx Tutelage and Waste Not. So Sphinx Tutelage is a card whenever I draw a card, my target opponent has to put the top two cards into his or her graveyard. If they are both non-land cards that share color, do it again. And for 6, I can make myself draw a card. And then Waste Not is whenever an opponent discards a creature, put a 2/2 zombie token in the field. Whenever they discard a land, put two swamp in my mana pool. Whenever they discard neither of those, I get to draw a card. So you can see where the jukes go with all of this right here. So combined with those, I have a bunch of different cards that help feed them. So this is my cards that cause discard pile. Tasker's Cruelty, got Delve. Each opponent discards 2 cards for 5. Sibling Icebreakers, when they enter the battlefield, each player discards a card. Duress, I get to look at my opponent's hand, choose a non-creature, non-land, put it in their graveyard. Mind Rot, target player discards 2 cards. Black Cat, when it dies, they have to discard a card. So that's my discard pile. That helps feed the Waste Not. Those are all really good. And then this one's my favorite that feeds both. It's called Dark Deal. Each player discards all the cards in his or her hand, then draws that many cards -1. So if I have both Sphinx Tutelage and Waste Not on the field, he has to discard his whole hand, feeds Waste Not. I have to discard my hand, draw a whole new hand, feeds Sphinx Tutelage. It works. And these cards here help draw. Sign in Blood for 2 black. Target player draws 2 cards. Now I can use this on myself and get Sphinx Tutelage, or if I have a discard feeder in my hand, I can make him draw 2 cards if he doesn't have any, and make him discard them automatically. And then Divination for 3, draw 2 cards. So that's what I got for those. And then I was like, well, what am I going to do with creatures in this deck for the most part? So I went with a zombie theme. So that way, if all this feeding doesn't work with Sphinx Tutelage and Waste Not, I have a backup with Necromancer Stockpile. Pay 2, discard a creature card, draw a card. If the discarded card was zombie, put a 2/2 zombie on the field. Got a few of those. Rotting Mastodon, a big 2/8 wall. Wandering Tomb Shell, another big 1/6 wall. Gurmag Angler, Delve, 5/5. And Risen Executor. I got 2 of those. Risen Executor can't block. Every other zombie I go get a 1/1. And I can cast it from the graveyard if I pay 1 more for each other creature in my graveyard. So helps feed that. And to top it off, I did happen to get a Planeswalker for this one. 20k, 15 Liliana Vess. +1, target player discards a card. Already helping. -2, if I don't have Waste Not or Sphinx Tutelage, I can search my library for it, put it on top. And -8, put all creature cards from all graveyards on the battlefield under your control. I mean, it's worth the +1 to feed everything, and the -2 to see if I can get what I don't have. And for land, I have a bunch of basic land, but I have a couple dual land. This Small Black Waters is the basic one. A Dark Slick Shores, 2 Drowned Catacombs, and 3 Temples of Deceit. Now like I said, I bring you cheap deck techs because I can't really afford all those expensive deck techs that everyone brings you. So this is a cheap, modern-ish build if you're looking for something to play in Modern and you have mostly newer cards. And if you want to screw with your opponent a little bit, this is a cool way to do it. Sphinx Tutelage and Waste Not. Alright, thank you guys for your time. This is Foolish with the deck tech. Stay foolish.